welcome back to Life Enrichment with Hank Ballinger. Today, I want to talk about cryptocurrency. Now, I know that's a hot topic. Everybody loves talking about it. One of those hot topics at parties, but again, one of those topics I do want you to understand some concepts behind cryptocurrency. So we're going to talk about that today, but before we get into that, I'd like to say thank you for all those who have watched the videos. If you could, and if you like the content, if you would like to share that with others, we would greatly appreciate all the help. Share it, like and subscribe to the videos. Also, again, the idea of this podcast is to get information out so that anybody, the common person, can set goals, achieve those goals, build wealth, whatever their idea is to get ahead in life. That's our concept, that's our goals here. We want to help people get out of the rat race and get ahead, become redneck rich. So if you can help us in that endeavor, we would greatly appreciate it if you could tell others to like and subscribe and share the content. Thank you. So when we talk about cryptocurrency, the idea of currency means it's traded from one person to another, or from one entity to a business, or from a business to another business. But the idea of currency means it's not backed. Cryptocurrency has nothing that backs the currency itself. The crypto community cannot back the currency, meaning if it defaults, if it goes down in value, whoever is holding those coins is going to take a loss. So if it goes down in value, whoever has it goes down in value also, but there is nothing to back it. There's no FDIC, there's no federal government. The currency itself is backed by nothing, and it's not backed by the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Nothing backs cryptocurrency. Now, crypto is also not fiat currency. Now, the money we use on a day-to-day basis, the green money we usually keep in our wallet or our purse, and we use when we go to Walmart or other stores, that money is considered fiat currency. That means, the word fiat means it's a decree or sanctioned authorization. Now, who decrees that or who authorizes that? The federal government in America. Now, interesting fact, whether you agree with everything the federal government does or not, an interesting fact about the federal government is since we became a nation, the federal government has never defaulted on a debt. Meaning if they owe something, they will pay it. Those green pieces of paper in your wallet or in your purse, those are IOUs. And that means you will be paid. The government backs that. It says that is worth $1. That's worth 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. The government backs that. So there is something, the federal government, that backs fiat currency that we keep in our wallets. The government backs that and says it's worth that. And remember, our government has never defaulted on a debt, but cryptocurrency, nothing backs it. Not the federal government, not the FDIC, nothing. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying, I want to make this clear, and I will make this point a few times during this video. I'm not against crypto. I'm not against somebody who, if they want to get crypto, if they want to deal in crypto and work with others, it's considered generally P2P or person to person. You can use it from one computer to another. But I want you to realize there is nothing backs it. If it's hacked or stolen, it's gone. Nothing will make you whole. Now, something that I find kind of interesting is that a decentralized crypto This is what the crypto community wants. They want it to be decentralized. Our government is called a centralized government, meaning if they decide to do something or make laws, that's called centralized planning. Now, a decentralized currency like cryptocurrencies is considered decentralized, meaning our government has nothing to do with it. They are out of the picture, and that's the way the crypto community wants it. They don't want the government to have anything to do with it. The government doesn't create it, control it, regulate it, or profit from it. It is completely decentralized, and that's the way the crypto community wants it. Now, when a crypto account is hacked, and I've actually heard this on several podcasts, several videos, when a crypto account is hacked, and meaning someone hacks it and steals the money out of it, one of the first things the crypto community will say is, where was the SEC? Where was the federal government? They need to regulate this and make it to where people can't hack these accounts. And when they do, they will find them, chase them down, bring them to justice, and put them in jail for such an act. Now remember, the crypto community wanted crypto to be decentralized, meaning our central government, the centralized planners, are supposed to have nothing to do with it. But yet now you're saying as soon as an account is hacked, you want them to come in and regulate it and have laws against that, bring these people to justice, and then after they do all that, you say, okay, now you get back out again and we're going to regulate this and control it. And you get back out of the picture. Doesn't seem fair to me. Now, the irony of all that is the crypto community a lot of times is wanting centralized government to control decentralized currency, but only to the degree that they want them to. So we want our cake, and we want to eat our cake, and we want to have it too. We want all the perks with none of the drawbacks. We don't want you to do anything except what we want you to. And then when you do and accomplish that thing we want you to do, which is bring these thieves to justice and then put them in a jail that you're going to pay for with your centralized planner money, your currency is going to pay to keep them in jail. Then we're going to keep our decentralized money going, and you get back out of the picture until we need you again. I just don't see that system working very well. Just a thought. Now, the crypto community wants centralized government to govern crypto, but crypto to remain decentralized. Do you see the irony in that? Do you see maybe the hypocrisy? That's kind of odd, isn't it? We want you to do this, but don't do that. Only to the degree that we want you to, but then you back out. I just can't see the federal government following those mandates. I can't see the federal government doing what the crypto community wants them to. I'm not against anybody in the crypto community. I just think the ideas that they have sometimes go too far. They want to be decentralized, but they want a centralized government to govern them only to the degree that they want them to be governed. Other than that, stay out of our way. Let us do what we get to do. Now, again, the crypto community wants to create the crypto. They want to control it. They want to regulate it. And they want to profit from it. And I'm all for free market capitalism. All for it. If you can come up with something, market it, put it out, make gain from it, great. I'm going to talk more about that here in just a little bit. But you've also got to realize that you want to create, control, regulate, and profit from crypto. Yet if that one of those accounts are hacked, You want the federal government to use their time, their resources, their currency when you are hacked. I just don't see that. If the federal government, let's say that someone come into my house and they stole something out of my house, who would I call to correct that? I would call the police. Who pays for the police to do what they do? Well, that's the taxpayer. But the irony of that is, it's the same system that is paying the police that gets the police services once that there's a problem. So if the crypto community wants the federal government to help, then shouldn't the federal government be rewarded for that help? They should be able to profit from crypto, just like the crypto community. Now, the government. Some people in the crypto community say, well, our federal government is going to make crypto illegal. They might. Let me ask you this question. If our federal government did make crypto illegal, and you were an outsider, you were in another country, and you were thinking about coming to America, and you had the choice, you could either go with the currency that the government liked and backed and guaranteed, or you could go with a currency that our government had nothing to do with, probably was going to ban that currency, probably was going to make it illegal. Which currency would you decide to choose to come into this country, knowing that one could be banned, made illegal, and you couldn't profit from it? I believe I would go with the one that's backed by the government, that I thought, well, there's a chance here I can get gain from this currency because it's backed by the government. The government says it's worth that, and the government's not going to ban it because they control it and they profit from it. But they allow me to profit from it too. Do you think our government will sanction a currency that you can profit from, but they can't? I think you're flirting with disaster there. So anyway, cryptocurrency may be banned. It could become illegal to use in this country. It has been banned in several countries. Some countries have taken crypto and said, we're going to make that our currency. Those situations have not worked very well, but some countries have done that. Now, some people in the crypto community say crypto should not be taxed. They want to use crypto among themselves, P2P, person to person, or maybe even use crypto when they go to Walmart or McDonald's or to another store or buy something. They want to use that, but they say crypto shouldn't be taxed. Well, I buy real estate. My real estate is taxed. So every time I buy real estate, I've got to pay taxes on it. Every year I've got to pay taxes on it. Goods and services in this country, every time they're traded hands, every time a good is created, as soon as it's created from the parent company that creates this good or service, and they sell that good to another store or another company, they tax. There's tax paid on that product. Then when that company gets it and sells that product, it's taxed again. And if that second company gets it and sells it to a third, it's taxed again. Then when that company gets it and sells it to the consumer, it's taxed again. So a product can be taxed 3 or 4 times. Do we say that's unfair? No, we just pay the tax. But goods and services are taxed. Real estate is taxed. You buy a car, it's taxed, and it's taxed every year. You buy a house, and it's taxed, and you pay property tax on it every year. Should crypto be able to be used and not taxed? I think that would be a hard sell to the federal government. The crypto community, a lot of times, wants to use crypto in the United States, in a country, but does not want that country, the U.S. government, to create that currency. They don't want them to govern or control that currency. They don't want them to regulate it, and they don't want them to profit from it. Now, in this country, I have real estate, but I pay a lot of taxes. With those taxes, I get police service, I get ambulance service, I get roads, I get a lot of amenities and possibilities because of the U.S. government. Now, do I love paying taxes? No, not at all. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like paying all the taxes I have to pay. But it's the cost of doing business. That's part of the system. I can still profit from the system. Now, if rental property wasn't profitable and the government made it so bad that you couldn't profit at all, they taxed you so much, nobody would be into it. So the government is not going to tax you to the point you can't make a profit. They're going to tax you a fair amount because they want you to pay the taxes, but they also want you to profit or you won't get in the business. Crypto, just like real estate and other goods and services, it should be taxed. Now, we could get into, is it a commodity? Is it a currency? Well, that's a discussion for another day. I think it literally tends to go more like a commodity, but again, that's a personal opinion. Now, again, I want to say I am not against cryptocurrencies. If you want to buy cryptocurrency, if you want to exchange cryptocurrency for goods and services or trade it and try to maybe buy some when it's low, sell it when it's high and make money, I'm not against that. That's free market capitalism. You have that right, and I'm glad you live in a country that gives you that right. But what I'm saying is, because of some of these ideas, I just want you to be informed before you buy crypto, before you get involved in crypto. I'm just wanting you to know maybe some of the pitfalls. And yes, could our federal government ban it, make it illegal? Yes, that's a possibility. If they do, could you use it in another country? Yes, that's possible. Maybe not. I just want you to be informed. Now, again, I always want to be positive. I want everybody to realize everybody can make it in America. You can build wealth. You can become redneck rich. I don't want to be negative on these videos. I want to be very positive. What I want to do here is I want you to realize there could be some pitfalls with crypto. If you can wheel and deal in crypto and make a lot of money, more power to you. I'm just trying to let people know there may be some pitfalls. I hope everybody can become redneck rich. Thank you.